All right, hello everyone. So I just did a video of me basically smashing my fiber optic front sight on a ledge right here. Uh, Here's why I did it. I felt like maybe we needed to add some context to the video instead of just throwing it out there. I have a friend. His name's Jeff. That's all we're going to call him. His name's Jeff. Jeff. That's it. Jeff. Anyways, so Jeff was curious about fiber optic front sights. He uh, he wants to put aftermarket sights on his gun. Awesome, good for you, man. I mean, that's what you need to do because the Glock uh, stock sights or factory sights, whatever you want to call them, they suck. So I always tell people put metal sights on there. Now, do I care if you put tritium front and rear, fiber optic front and rear, TFOs front and rear, blacked out rear and tritium front or fiber optic front, whatever? No, I really don't care. Here's the deal. Pick some sights that you're comfortable with shooting, that they are reliable, they're metal, and they work for you. And Jeff's been talking to myself and Scott, who's the Jedi, also Modern Samurai Project. So he's been talking to both of us and asking questions about him and whatnot, and we've been giving him some advice on that. And he went out there and he picked up or he borrowed some tritium sights. He also borrowed some fiber optic sights, and he tried it out for himself to see what he liked. I think he decided on the fiber optic front and a blacked out rear. Much like that's what I'm running. These are Frank Proctor's sights. It's the Y-notch sight. I don't remember which ones he was going with, but I mean, there's tons of great companies out there and whatnot. But his biggest concern was breaking that fiber optic. I mean, you can see there, it is exposed. It is. I've been shooting, the fiber optic front sight for a few months now. I don't think it's been 6 months, but I've not broken it. I've also been doing a lot of retention drills and whatnot with this pistol. It's one of those. So his questions really got me wondering, what does it take to break that front sight? And I was really looking at it and how it was supported, and I was like, well, maybe I can bash it against a ledge and it'll hold. And that's where the video comes in. So I'll let you see that, and once you see that, then we'll come back to it. All right, Jeff. Hopefully you can see this. So you've had some concerns, or not some concerns, but some questions, I guess, on the fiber optic front sight and its durability. Hopefully this comes out. So I've obviously broken my gun down. I have a nice ledge here on the side of my kitchen cabinet, and I'm gonna bash this fiber optic against this ledge and see if it'll break. I don't know if it will or not, but we'll see. If you can see this right now, hopefully you can see that it is intact. It's good to go. So okay. So now, thanks to you and my stupidity, your curiosity and my stupidity, I now have more work to do. I have to redo my fiber optic. But I smashed it pretty good. You can see the fiber optic did break. Okay. But it's still in there. You could possibly, let's see if I can line this up for you. You could still get a sight picture sight alignment there. I'm fairly confident in that. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe that answers a question for you or not. Like I said, I mean, I've been beating the crap out of my gun, and I've had no problems. But that's not to say that something could happen. Obviously, that is a direct hit right on this thing. I don't know, man. It's up to you, but hopefully this helps you in some way. Obviously, you saw the video bashing your fiber optic front sight on a ledge. Doesn't work. It fails. But something that I hope you saw was, even though the fiber optic front sight broke, it still stayed relatively where it's at. And if you're in a super bad situation and it's just not your day and that fiber optic front sight breaks, it staying relatively there, it's going to give you, a front sight to use. Even if it's completely gone, it leaves. You still have a metal front sight that you can use. That's what I like. The other thing that I like about fiber optic front sights is, and I haven't done a whole lot of testing with this, but in the testing that I have done, I can't PID my target when I can't see that fiber optic front sight, or when I can't see that front sight. That's why I have the flashlight on there. So when I do, I turn the flashlight on, I can see my target and I can see my front sight, and it's all good. That's where the tritium front sight, or the tritium sights, can they get you in trouble? I don't know. That's up to debate and whatnot, and that's not what I'm here to discuss. But could you see a shadow? You're not PIDing the target, which is wrong, and that's a whole separate discussion. But could you see a shadow, line up your tritium dots, and pull the trigger and effectively engage that target? Yeah, you can. That's just not the way I do business. That's not for me. It's not what I want to do. So there you go. There's the context of the video. Take it for what it is. If you have questions, feel free to send them to me, or put them in this video, as a comment or whatnot. As always, though, I am on Facebook, Bravo One Rescue, and I'm also on the Instagram, Bravo One Rescue. Give me a like, give me a follow. Hopefully you like, follow, share, do all that fun stuff with this video, and go from there. More videos to come. Take care, y'all.